What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Nia Long. The reports are out and all the blogs are talking about Nia Long actually decided to end her 13-year relationship with her baby's father, her youngest son's father, okay? After 13 years, that's a long time to waste, child. And then on top of that, the way it ended and embarrassment and in public, she has nothing to be embarrassed about, but just knowing that, hey, she sold her house or wherever she was living at, she packed up everything and she moved down to Boston to be with her fiance. They've been engaged for 2-3 years or maybe 2 years, but in any event, they've been dating, they've been knowing each other, but it seems like they always have been far apart when it comes down to it. That she's always lived in Los Angeles, maybe some other places, but he basically follows, sports in the NBA, whether he's in the coach, head coach, assistant coach, or once upon a time a player, that they lived in different states, so it doesn't seem like they lived together frequently or often. And it seems like this big move in 2022 was them basically finalizing their relationship. And basically it seems like Nia Long, she let her guards down and she was moving to Boston. Moving from LA to Boston is a big, huge deal. You got the snowstorms, you got the racism, you got everything, okay? And then on top of that, there's some things to see, but not too much. It's not like, Los Angeles or California. But in any event, she decided to move this year, and the lady that was on the phone helping her with, her plans to move and relocating, finding a place to stay, moving in, her property and things of that nature, making sure she has a flight, making sure, that she has something to eat, her things are packed in, she's basically being well taken care of, is the woman that Ime Udoka was actually sleeping with. Like, child, you already know that this is like a story, this is like a movie, like one of them movies they have on Lifetime that Nia Long could play. Is basically the man that she just let everything go for, leaving Los Angeles, leaving California to come to Boston, come to the windy, cold place, okay? And this mother sucker, is sleeping with this woman. This woman is all talking to you all up in your face. You FaceTiming her. You getting confirmation and all types of stuff. She knows what's going on with you. Either she can laugh about you, talk about you, and things of that nature. And he let her do all that and basically keeping you in the dark, child. Oh no. And then on top of that situation, he knew that the scandal with him and, his subordinate was basically going to go public, and he didn't even tell her, because I bet she would have stayed back in Los Angeles. I bet you she wouldn't have moved or flew down here. I bet you she wouldn't have been talking to her on the phone like that. Like, child, this is a whole mess. And Kathleen Lynch, I believe that's her name, as you can see in the photo with her husband. She's supposed to be a devoted Mormon, but baby, she was devoted to Ime Udoka. And then on top of that, she was the mistress, and then she was talking to, his fiance, talking to his son and everything, child. Oh, talk about deception and betrayal. That's exactly what Nia Long went through. But in any event, the reports are out that, she decided to move back to, Los Angeles, to California, to LA. She moved back home, baby. Okay. She was like, you know what? I just can't do this. This is just too much. And then on top of that, she found a nice home to live in and things of that nature. So, it seems like she has to move on. She has to move forward. But also she was very disappointed at some things that did happen and did go down with the NBA and the organization, of the Celtics, because, she said that she wasn't properly, respected in the whole situation. It was a private situation. It shouldn't have went to the public. She said the NBA and also the Celtics organization, they didn't call her. They didn't reach out to her to basically explain anything to her, to tell her how things went down. They're so, sorry that this happened to her because she's the innocent victim. And also when it comes to Ime Udoka's son, she said that her son didn't even get checked up on and things of that nature. So she felt like maybe if she was a different persuasion or a different color, maybe they would have treated her son and treated her much better. But you already know when Ime Udoka stepped in and he basically went into Kathleen Lynch, that was a whole problem. That Lynch name rings bells in Boston. That Lynch name is a huge name. So therefore, dating Kia. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. But it seems like she's moving forward and she's moving on, because what else is she gonna do in this situation? Because, it's heartbreaking for her, because now, she's not a young puppy, she's not a young chick. She sprung, you know what I mean? And now she has to start all over again, and that's gonna be devastating, to try to trust somebody and find love again. But I hope she does, because she's a beautiful woman, and she already wasted 13 years on a no good mother sucker that did her dirty down deep down below. And then on top of that, it blew up to, the sky, to the sun, to the stars, the way, she's out here moving and everything. And then she come to find out that she gets scared. The most worst thing that you can possibly think of is your fiance basically losing his job, losing his money. So I'm moving down here because I'm thinking you financially stable to take care of me and your son, but I'm gonna still work, I'm gonna still do my dues, because what I am is an actress, okay? But then you move down here, he lose everything. So now you already know he's on a budget, he can't spend too much, and he ain't gonna get hired nowhere else. Nope, not doing that to a white woman. That ain't gonna happen, baby. And basically they said he broke the rules and he was in violation. I can't believe this is the first time a coach has slept with an insubordinate. I can't believe that this is the first time ever. But in any event, you already know, if you black and you break the rules, you're gonna suffer the consequences fuller and harder and harsher than anybody else will. So you already know you got to be on your P's and Q's, especially if you in Boston. Boston don't play that. I was surprised they even, you know how Boston is. Ask the former NBA Celtic players and ask the players that come to Boston, okay, how they get treated when they're in the upper echelon of society. They look at them like, why are you here? So you guys let me know what you think.